It's got like it's got a silhouette of an anime girl in the upper corner.
Oh, is that my cat
Just
girl?
like a face.
That's my sad cat girl, I think.
Oh no, that's in the upper right, but in the upper left, it's just like a normal anime girl face, just like with her mouth open or sticking her tongue out or something like that.
All right.
And a bunch of beard dwarfs in the lower right.
The PvP dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more.
Of course, there's giant Goku.
Do you see us? I didn't even get. Dude, I got first place, and correct me if I'm wrong, I got first place in all of those except the last one.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to give you 2 stars. I don't know why I didn't get any. Whatever. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to pick another game. Unless old Skoogs gets online here, but I don't think he's going to.
Skoog!
He's really way too addicted.
Wowing it up.
Yeah, he is. That guy's got a problem. I don't think he's going to stop. The best part is, for the last couple of months, he's been saying, yeah, I'll stop after next month. And then he never does. I mean, it's something that we all know all too well, is the situation.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never, ever...
You're kind of cutting out a little bit. Are you still there?
I am still here, yes.
Okay, now we're good. Yeah. So you found the art collab. It's, I'm assuming, as great as I remember it.
It is just so glorious.
It's got Goku, and I'll see if I can put it on the video here.
Use it as your thumbnail.
Oh my god, no. Well, maybe. I mean, it's pretty sweet. I'm definitely awesome. Not ashamed of that. It's pretty super awesome art collab. Isn't there something else? I know. Oh my gosh, I'm flying off here. I cannot.
I should.
I've got too much power.
Don't want to out your DeviantArt name to all of your fans.
All of my 0 fans.
Emo pics. Oh man.
Oh, those are great. Okay. You know the backstory on those, I assume.
Nope.
Well, I was in drama club, which I think says it all off the bat. But no, we were at my friend's place, who actually is like a professional actor.
Yeah.
And we were it was me and her, and then our friend Tiffany. Her name is Ashley, by the way. And we were hanging out, and we're just like, God, we're really bored. Like, let's take these terrible emo pictures, because if you recall, emo was at its height when I was a senior. So
right.
It was about that time. Actually, that was when I was a senior. So yeah, emo was at its absolute height. This is a bit, I don't know if you'd call it emo or whatever it is. But it's like, yeah, let's do that. And so I'm like, okay. Happen to be wearing my very awesome Children of Bodom like army jacket, which I think fit in pretty well. Obviously, they're not emo, but it made me look. It fit the part.
Right. Yeah.
I think pretty well.
Children of Bodom were definitely like dark enough for you to use it as clothes.
That's something for that. I think there could be some overlap with the way that we looked. Yeah. Speaking of. Did you know that they actually are a past tense now, I think?
Really?
So it's hard to say, right? Because
solo acts or whatever.
Well, they just how to say it? They were a band, and now the band still exists, but Alexi isn't a part of it anymore. And then I think I don't know if it was. I think they had a new guitarist that replaced the other rhythm guitarist. And so I think the new rhythm guitarist and Alexi left, and now Children of Bodom is still around, but it's like the other band. But if you know anything about that band, as far as I know, Alexi wrote pretty much everything, like words and music. I assume not the drums, but as far as music and melodies and all of that, he did all of it. And so, yeah, Children of Bodom was around, but it's like that episode of The Simpsons where it's like, who likes the Doobie Brothers? Because we got one of them, you know? It's like, it's not really the actual band anymore. Some of those bands can still make it work. Like Local H is one of my favorite bands ever, and they're only a 2-person anyway. So whenever he gets a new drummer, well, it's technically a new lineup, but it's not really, because everybody in that band that's ever been in that band is awesome, and so they manage to still sound really good. But you get like Guns N' Roses. I don't know if you listen to Chinese Democracy, but I listened to some of it, and it was... I don't know. There's a lot to be said about that. But what music do you listen to these days? I'm gonna go right at the edge. Shit. Anyway, what do you listen to?
Just I haven't really done like a whole lot, like listening to new stuff recently.
Okay.
One of my friends is like, I'm gonna send you a Spotify playlist, and they still haven't, and it's been like a week.
Yeah.
So
That's too bad.
yeah, like it's basically just like same old, like, you know, still got Panic and Fall Out Boy and stuff on my phone.
That's because you've been hanging out with Zandy, I think, right?
That was just, I've had that stuff forever. Like, that's some of the last music that I ever bought.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've got Hammerfall, Dragon Force,
Oh, yeah.
Angels and Airwaves.
Did I tell you that I bought, I think I did, that latest guitar that I bought was Herman
I think you
Lee's.
sent a snap about it.
Yeah, Herman Lee's signature guitar.
Yeah.
It's not the $4,000 or $5,000 Dragon's Blood one, but it's still not cheap.
Yeah.
But I have to replace some stuff on it. It'd be pretty cool. It's a sweet ass guitar. There's a guy that I've been doing music stuff with, and I'm like, he's looking at my V, and he's like, oh man, that's a wicked looking V. And I'm like, oh thanks. But I was saying,
Yeah.
you know, if I really want to use something super fast, I'll use that Herman Lee one, because for whatever reason, that one's just even faster. And I'm like, yeah, you know who Herman Lee is? He's like, of course I know who Herman Lee is. I'm like, yeah, that's his guitar. And he's like, whoa, well, if it's good enough for him, yeah, it's probably fast enough for you. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Like, I think those are possibly the fastest guitarists I've ever seen. Well, no. I saw the guy who broke, I think he was a dude from the 80s. Well, they have all these videos. Okay, there's a lot. Speaking of that, there's some really stupid videos, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not stupid, but let's say, I mean, they're obviously fake. But I think they're purporting or whatever to be real. And they're supposed to be like the fastest guitar playing ever. And there's one guy that's maybe could be. It's this dude playing in a coffee shop, and he's playing. Everybody always plays Flight of the Bumblebee because everybody knows that one, and it's really easy to play fast on different notes because you can kind of slide stuff around, I think. Anyway, he does it, and he's the only one that I could think is maybe being believable. I don't know if they're really going for accuracy, because when you get to as fast as they were going, or this guy at least, it's tough to keep that accuracy. But he was going really fast, and even if he wasn't keeping all the accuracy, just playing that speed that he got up to looked like it was... I mean, it wasn't music anymore at that point. It sounds like a Nintendo glitching out, right? Because it's just that fast. But there's some other ones where, I mean, I could be wrong. Who
claims to be like the fastest.
Yeah, it's like
on the violin.
Here's why I'm skeptical. It's because they'll do it at let's say standard speed at regular time, right? And so they play Flight of the Bumblebee. It takes what, a minute and a half or 2 minutes or something. Okay, that's legit. I get that. But then by the end, it's like they take a little like maybe a break between playing at different speeds, and by the end, they're going I don't know, 1,000 beats a minute or something. Just it's not that, but it's something abhorrently fast, and it takes quite honestly a fraction of a second. And it's like, I don't care how fast you think you're playing. I know that you didn't hit notes because I can see that your fingers hit 3 frets. You know, and that's it. So maybe it's just going so fast the camera didn't see it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that one.
No, there's like there's a dude who purports to be like the fastest violin player in the world, and they do the same thing like Flight of the Bumblebee, and like like the bestest, but his accuracy is like 1 out of 10 notes.
Were you watching, I watched something where it was these two guys. Yeah, the two guys who are really good at violin watching that guy play, and they're like, there's so much wrong with this guy's video. Yeah. Or this guy's playing. Yeah.
They're like, dude, I could do that too. They play like 2 notes, like, there, done. That was the whole song.
The joke is going to be that these guys actually are, or like the people that are saying this are legit. And they're like, yeah, see me in person. You know, This camera can only capture 100 frames a second. No wonder you couldn't see me. You know.
No, like the thing is with that guy though is he is not like he is just legitimately terrible, like legitimately super inaccurate. Like
He's
yes,
just
he gets like
smacking the
every
violin at
10th
that
note.
point.
You can tell it's supposed to be Flight of the Bumblebee,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Hmm.
Like, Zach, did you lose?
What's that?
You don't have 45 points. You didn't get first and all.
No, I got second or third in the first one, which was my downfall. I don't know. Oh well.
Rosaline just slammed into the back of that that train for
There's
fun,
a
funsies.
women joke driver there, but I have to keep remembering I'm going to post this on YouTube, so I probably don't want to say too much.
Come on, Zach. You've already gone too far, man.
We need a checklist. I think the funny part is about any of that is that, I mean, I don't... Okay, realistically, nobody's going to watch this probably except you and me and maybe, I don't know, some random person, whatever. But the funny part is, it's like, oh, they're homophobic. It's like, okay, well, I've got friends who are gay that make way worse jokes than anything I've ever said, you know? And I've got friends who are furries that I'm pretty sure have also done the same. So it's like, no.
I mean, like,
it's just a funny thing.
Part of the community that I'm in.
You're completely cutting out. I don't know what you just said.
Sorry, I might not be being loud enough. I have it.
Oh, sensitivity thing probably.
Yeah. But, like, part of the community I'm in Grand Forks contains people.
Yeah, you are dropping
furries.
left and right, man. I don't know what's going on.
Might be the microphone. I don't even know.
It's
Watching
like
too
a horror
much
movie,
porn, streaming
Zach, you need to have.
once.
What's that?
Said streaming 5 porn videos at once is just too many.
Oh, I should probably have shut that off before I streamed. Oops. It gives me inspiration. It helps me grow as a person. In my pants.
Ew.
Hey-oh!
Yeah, like, actually, was it, our friend from high school sister who makes, like, the suits and stuff, like, I sent them a link to her business page because she makes, like, really great, and a couple of them were looking for, like, I think one was looking for, like, a...
Dude, okay, it sounds like Mad Libs, and it sounds like you're reading the blanks. Is what, like, all of the nouns are blanking out when you're saying stuff. It's like, that's when I went down to the, and then I got the, and then that's when Shaggy said, you know,
This is garbage. Talk.
It's funny because it's not, it's just cutting out. It's not actually making you staticky or anything. It's just straight up.
Yeah, like, I've had some issues with my heads before, like, even just on, like, PlayStation chat.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. It might just be getting old. I'll have to go out and get a studio microphone for this.
Yeah, dude, get it. Well, my old one that I was using before was a Yeti. They're kind of good. I mean, they're not...
So what you're saying is you can just mail that to me.
No, I'm not saying that. No, we used to use that because that's what I started out with for doing anything. And that was the one where, okay, I'm going to pick another game here, but the story on this one was when I first got that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, 2600 coin reveal up next. Was I was trying it out, and that was when I lived in that basement apartment with the window open and it was raining. And I was talking to Maggie on Skype, and I'm like talking to her, and all of a sudden she's like, God, what was that? I'm like, what? She's like, well, it sounds like there's a bus that drove through your apartment. I'm like, what? And I look over, and there's a bus, you know, that just stopped outside, but it was like a good 50, 60 feet away from me. And I had it at like the lowest or mid maybe gain.
The lowest pickup.
But it sounded like it was inside, yeah. And so So we were using that actually to record music. And that was pretty good. It was working out pretty well. But then it's funny, if you go on like the podcast community, everybody's like, oh yeah, Yetis are really good. And they are for YouTube and all of that. But then if you go into the music community where everybody hates everything, it seems like, they're all like, yeah, Yetis are shit. And it's like, they're not. If you're using a home studio, yeah, they're no Sennheiser, but it's like, they're pretty slick. But the problem is they're USB, and anything professional is going to be XLR, which is what this one is that I'm using now. This is for any audiophile microphone folks. It's a C214, and it makes me have to change my pants pretty much every time I use it. It's pretty nice.
What's wrong, Zach?
Well, you can probably hear my fridge if, you know, when I go and play this back with some compression. Because, wow, look at this monster.
Dude, Speed Racer car.
The
Nice.
P-Wing. You get it from Mario 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do, speaking of that, let's...
That is 100% Speed Racer's car, though.
Yeah, mixed with, like, I don't know, a Lambo and the Batmobile or something. Makes me think of the Mach 5.
Baby.
I mean, like you're saying, I guess it's close to the Mach 5, yeah. Okay, so let's end this one, and then I'm gonna go pull up another game here because, yeah.
Different game.